let's get into the streaming stuff because I want to talk about that, and as well as your the team pickup that you got picked up by Moist, the Moist crew over there. I'm a big fan of Lord Charlie, so I saw that and I was like, hell yeah. So how do you view streaming from like a top player perspective? Like why do you stream?
Um, at first, back when I first was streaming, it was just a casual like, oh, I'm playing ranked, just join me, whatever. And then I think I got into the mindset of I wanted to be the number one jury on CFN back in five, and I was like, that's an achievable goal. That's not too bad. I'm not trying to win Evo at the moment or anything like that. So I'm just like, why not? And then what was it? I think I got the ranks and everything, and I was like, all right, cool. What's next? So I just kept streaming, just trying to show off my gameplay and everything, and eventually it definitely got to the point where I was like, oh, a lot of people tune in to watch me. I didn't expect this. I didn't know what to do with it at the first, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not doing nothing too crazy. Uh, but streaming kind of lately is, well, first it's my job now. It's pretty cool now to say. I never thought this would happen, but it's really just being me. I don't really know how to, put on a facade or anything. It's kind of hard for me to lie continuously to people for like, I don't know, 8 to 12 hours every day. I'm like, that's kind of hard for me to do. So I enjoy rank because I like to interact with people because I've been more so outgoing, especially. So it helps you, talk to people. You're not being pressured to go into an event or anything like that. You just like literally just in your house doing whatever, and you're having fun with people that have the same common interest in you. So I find streaming to be most of the time relaxing. It's not really, super super difficult to do, and now it's kind of custom for me to just be like, oh yeah, I'm streaming. I'm really really used to just having a camera on my face, and I like to have fun, especially on the camera. Especially if you see me at Common Break or any other tournament, I just make faces and memes. So I am not really like camera shy, really. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and has there been anything that you've learned about the game that you would not have learned if you were not streaming?
I probably wouldn't learn certain combos or setups. I'm not gonna lie, because the funny thing about Twitch and Twitter is that they're kind of intertwined. Because if you've seen one setup on Twitter, all of a sudden someone in the chat will be like, "Oh no, I found this other setup," and you're like, "Wait, what?" And you click and you're like, "Wait, what? I've been doing this all wrong." And that's kind of cool because you have a collective of people who are sharing knowledge with you, and some of them can have a bit more knowledge than you about something or someone, and it can help you out eventually because then they can be like, oh yeah, I know this person does this, like, oh cool, good to know. All of a sudden you win the tournament and you're like, oh snap, because you told me that, and you're in my circle and everything. It's kind of like they just helped you out. So I do think streaming can help you interact with people, and eventually when you find people of the same interests, they kind of help you out, and you may help them out, vice versa. So I generally appreciate that from streaming. So just being able to interact with people and having fun.
For sure. And on the flip side of that coin, have you like regretted streaming? Either like maybe like somebody watched your streams and studied you up for a tournament or an event or anything like that. Like, do you worry at all about like having your gameplay out there so readily available?
Uh, Not really. Considering the internet right now is just too big, and at this point, I probably can make an alt account and people will find it, and I'll just be like, yeah, there's no way I can hide. Like, I can make something like not related to my name at all, and they'll be like, oh, that's him, and I'm like, I don't even know how you knew that. I don't even like tweet about this or say anything about this account, but okay. But no, I don't mind it mainly because it's like, I mean, look at some of the greats who are streaming: Momochi, Sako, Punk, Daigo, all of them. They're streaming perfectly fine. It's just, you know, in those tournament settings, if you can handle all those habits and understand what to do, I mean, good stuff to you. But if they do it at different intervals, now what? All of a sudden, you just don't have that habit anymore. So I think I just don't mind if people tune in my stream to like watch me and understand my gameplay, because I would do the exact same thing. I was one of those people who literally just looked at your stream or try to look up your results on CFN. I found no secret accounts on CFN because no one could hide from me. And so if people are gonna do it, if I used to do it, people are gonna do it. So I'm just like, sure, do it. Go ahead.
Cool. Yeah, I feel like that was something that a lot of people tend to worry about, but it's cool that, and especially like hearing from other people that it's just like, that doesn't really matter. So it's really cool to hear that, like, you know, there's no more of that like save that shit for nationals type of mentality where everybody just hides behind something.